Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, and I'm going to be doing a video today that I am really late to doing, and that is the Bookwanderers Summer Readathon, and it's the Beyond the Sea Readathon that runs for 3 months, and I'm really excited for this one. I love the prompts and I have loads of books that I've been meaning to get to, and I have until end of August to read them, so that's really exciting. So I'm just going to jump into it. The first prompt is read a book with blue on the cover, and I have loads of these. So I think I went with, when I was first looking at this, Feathertide by Beth Cartwright. I don't know anything about this book. Like, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have no idea about anything to do with this book. Also, I'm really sorry if you can hear any sounds outside. It's very loud out there today with people doing, outside chores. But yes, Feathertide by Beth Cartwright. This has definitely got blue on the cover, and also it's set in the sea, apparently. I don't even know what this is. So it's like mermaids, mythical creatures, and I'm really excited. This is one that I got from Waypoint Books, I believe one of the first book box choices, so I'm very excited to actually get to this one. Then the second prompt is read a book taking place near water, and this is one of the ones that I've been meaning to get to for a long time now. Again, it was in my Waypoint Book subscription boxes, and that is Skin of the Sea by Natasha Bowen. I think this is going to be absolutely wonderful. I'm pretty sure this is mermaids. Yes, this is mermaids, and I've heard nothing but good things, and this cover is absolutely stunning. The colour of this cover, this green, and yeah, I'm so excited to get to this one. The next book is read a book about freedom, and this is one of my newest on my TBR, but I'm going to continue with Namina Fauna's The Merciless Ones, and I really loved the Gilded Ones when I read that last year, and obviously the sequel just came out. This is such a beautiful edition, and I'm really excited to continue on the story. Next prompt is read a book with a water related word on the title, and for this I picked up The Girl from the Sea, and sea is the water related word in the title. And I've actually already read this one. It is a really cute graphic novel, and I just really enjoyed it, and I thought it was mermaids. It's not. This character is actually a Selkie, and it's super interesting. Basically, it's a story of a girl who dreams of another girl, and they kind of fall in love, and then this girl appears in her village town, and there is an environmentalism message on here as well, with a cruise ship that is basically going to be a tourist ship that tours around the island, and actually is going to be destroying a seal's habitat where they have their young, and where their young grow up in this like safety of this little lagoon, and this tour ship will basically pollute all the waters, and they will no longer be able to use that haven. So I really enjoyed it. It's really cute. I gave this 4 stars. The art style is fantastic, and this is by Molly Knox Ostertag, so I can definitely recommend this one. The next prompt is read an adventure story, and I've chosen Daughter of the Deep by Riordan. I know next to nothing about this other than it's a 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea retelling, and I just think this is so freaking cool. And this colour of this cover, it's so shiny and beautiful. So I love Rick Riordan's Percy Jackson series. I'm yet to read anything else by him because I am terrible and I haven't got onto that train. So I'm just really excited to pick this one up because I love Rick Riordan's writing. So yeah, Daughter of the Deep. The next one is read a book with a water creature on the cover, and I've I wouldn't say cheated, but I've stretched that prompt a little bit, just a little bit. And I've chosen Poor Unfortunate Soul by Serena Valentino, and this is obviously about Ursula from The Little Mermaid, and this is one of those twisted villains stories, and it's really short. I don't know when or order you're supposed to read these, but I only have a few of them anyway, and I don't really care because I love Ursula. she's just wonderful as a villain and just as a character, and I can definitely see myself in some of her like bitter moments, but I just love it, and I love her. So we've got her Vanessa on the back as well, so I am very excited for Ursula's origin story, and she's an octopus, so it counts. The next prompt is read a book with an enemy to lovers trope. I have no idea if this is actually right or not. I think Hannah told me it was, so we're going with it, and that is going to be A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. Now, I've had this one for ages and this is actually an Illumicrate book. This is one of the only ones I have left, so I need to get to it. I just haven't. And I don't know why I haven't got to it yet. I think there was a lot of discourse around this that I know Naomi Novik has addressed. So I am interested in it. I love a good magic school story. I know it's quite dark, so I'm not sure if it is enemies to lovers or whatever, but I think Hannah said it was, so I'm going to count it. The next one is continue a series or a saga. Now, I've started loads of series this year and last year that I'm still working through, but one of the most recent ones I've started and I really enjoyed was the Inks series. So I'm going to continue that with Spark by Alice Broadway, and this is wild. I didn't know what to expect, but essentially this follows a teenage girl who has just finished school and is about to graduate and about to find a job, and she wants to be a tattooist. Now, it's a little bit different in this dystopian, because it's dystopian, is that basically you are tattooed with all your like life events. You have like your name, but like it's all in images. And this girl's father dies, and they find out that her father has a tattoo on the back of his head that labels him a criminal, quite a serious criminal, and that mark hasn't turned up in years because they kind of outlawed it. But with like a new sheriff in town kind of thing, it's come back with a vengeance. And then when you die in this world, you are skinned and made into a book. And then the family gets the book. But if you are found to have any like distinguishing marks that makes you a criminal or just basically a bad person, they burn the book so you never get your soul like into the good place, and your family won't remember you because your book will be burned, which is really fucking dark. And there's also the story of blanks, which are literally just people who don't get tattooed, and they're kind of like on the outskirts, like in the wild. So, and it's basically how she learns to deal with that. And this is the continuation from what happened at the end of the last book, which I won't spoil because it's a great story. So it's just like wasn't what I was expecting, but I really enjoyed it. So I'm finally going to finish this series. Well, not finish it, continue it, because this is book 2 or 3. The next is read a book with a queer character. And for this one, I've chosen The Jasmine Throne by Tasha Suri. And I actually was gifted this by Milan, one of my friends, and I'm finally going to get to read it. I got it when I was in the Netherlands earlier this year, and I have had nothing but great things. This is sapphic high fantasy, and this edition is also stunning, and we just love a sapphic fantasy in this house. Like, gimme. Then last but not least, the last prompt is read a book with a ship. And I don't have very many books with ships apparently, so the one that I'm going to read, because out of the very small amount of books with ships, I've got Skyward, which has a skyship right there. So this is Brandon Sanderson's YA sci-fi, and I haven't picked this up because it's high sci-fi. There are schematics of spaceships, and you're not a skyship. What the hell am I talking about? It's a spaceship, Lizzie. But it's got schematics of spaceships, and I just wasn't in the mood for it, so I just hadn't picked it up. So that's on me, I guess. But I'm finally going to pick it up for this readathon, and I am looking forward to it. I'm a bit nervous because I love Brandon Sanderson's high fantasy. I loved Way of Kings, and so I'm a little bit nervous to pick up his sci-fi. But I think I will like it. I'm just in the nervousness, you know? Just a little bit nervous. So Celine also has 2 bonus prompts, which is read a book in the sun and watch a movie taking place near the sea. So my reading in the sun, I can kind of do as and when. I've already done that, actually. It was really hot last week, and I sat out in the garden after work in the sunshine, and I actually read a bit of House of Sky and Breath, which I'm not going to talk about because I am unbelievably angry about it. But I've kind of already done it, but I'm going to just kind of do that throughout the summer in our lovely garden that we've got. And my movie taking place near the sea. Now, I know How to Train Your Gavin is doing a Patreon thing where we watch Titanic together, and Titanic is obviously on the sea. It's a cold sea, but it counts maybe. I don't know, but we'll see. But those are the 2 bonus prompts. So the Book Wanderers is over on Instagram and on Goodreads. I've linked those down below. Go check out Celine at StuffCelineDoes. She's also linked down below. And let me know if you've read any of these, which ones you're excited for me to pick up first, and if you're taking part in the readathon, let me know. I'd love to know. And if you haven't already, please can you like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.